Welcome back. Well, the verdict is still out on the relocation of the Assou Square New Year's celebrations. Many of the traditionalists were happy for its return, and children who bought toys had fun. Those who came for the lime, the games of chance, the food and entertainment appeared to have enjoyed what now seems to be the final resting place for Assou Square. In this segment, we sample the opinions of the vendors, the patrons, and two well-known personalities who reflect on the merits of the return and potential of this new venue as a big day for city vendors. We will hear also from historians and political observers Peter Josie and Earl Bosque. But first, let's begin this segment with a photographer who helped document the event for scores of patrons.
TYP in the building! Assou Square, turn it up. You ready? 1, 2, 3, 4.
I want a piece of that body, baby. I want a piece of that body, baby.
Yeah, my business name is superpics.com. It's Jeffrey Gamble Photography as well.
Jeffrey, I don't know if you remember when Assou Square was on the square the last time, but what do you think of the idea of bringing it back?
Well, I think actually I've been doing it on the field a couple of times and also in Pigeon Point. And I think bringing it back to the city is good for the community, for everyone that's working hard. I personally like the feel better. I don't remember it being on the square. It goes so far back. But it was always one of my dreams to have a stall on square. So it's very fortunate to have it back here and for me to do what I do here at this moment in time.
Looking pretty busy. How was it so far?
Well, so far it's been good. I came in last night, yesterday pretty late, but so far it's been good for the people and it's been good for me.
Congratulations, good luck.
Thank you so much.
Let's return to the square. We're going to find out how things are going so far for you.
I love it, yeah, because it's much better. That's what I raised up in, and I always dreamt of it being here. Yeah.
Is business better here as well?
Yeah, it's okay. Yeah, very good. Yeah.
What is the big advantage of having it here?
It's closer to all the people around the place. We get all the people from town, and it was harder to go the other places. And we on concrete, no mud.
I could hardly believe it was 30 years ago that they moved from here, which is a long time ago. Do you remember when it was last here?
77, I was here in 77. It was a great year for Assou Square. And after all these years, it's nice that they come back to the original location, Assou Square.
Do you think it's a good decision to bring it back to the square?
Oh yes, it's very vital, very much better. It's more organized. There is no mud. Even the rainfall, we got shelter. And when it was VG, that was too obvious. That's why right now I can see all my friends I've never seen before. They are back.
So why go to Cul-de-sac and Bon Séjour and VG? Assou Square is Assou Square.
Mr. Josie, I know you follow St. Lucia's history very well, and I'm sure you almost remember when this was moved from Assou Square and taken around and coming back on the square. Like somebody said, it went around in circles and it came back to a square. What do you think, first of all, of the initiative of bringing it back here?
Well, the first thing that came to my mind is that when you are broke and you have no money, it forces you to go local. As far as I'm concerned, coming back to Columbus Square, or not Columbus Square, you see how old I am, right? Coming back to Derek Walcott Square is like coming back home. I think most people will appreciate it, but I believe it's because of the constraints of finance. The other thing too is that it has changed a lot. I see a lot of trinkets imported from overseas, and I ask myself, who is benefiting when we sell these things? I have an idea that if we take Journée Creole and learn from it and produce something from the Journée Creole, perhaps this can be a continuation of promotion of the things that are indigenous to St. Lucia that we have been able to create and are being sold there. Of course, you can have the little trinkets from overseas, the starlights, etc., etc. But we should use the Journée Creole in conjunction with Assou Square to promote create first and promote something that is St. Lucian. And people who go to university and read and regurgitate may not think that way. But we need to be able to think differently. You know, we can even start, if you really want to split hairs, there are 4 sides to a square. Derek Walcott Square has 4 sides. We can even start with one side dedicated to something St. Lucian, and we take the visitors, whether they came from cruise ships, whether they came from other islands, Barbados. I have a few Barbadian friends who are here. So one side is devoted to something St. Lucian, which we are promoting and making some money out of. I say a friend of mine is coming who is part of the history of Assou Square.
I'm going to play roll and tumble there right now.
I want you to take a
Let me ask you,
I need
because
somebody to see me play roll and tumble.
coming to film that definitely.
The only legal gambling in St. Lucia is roll and tumble Assou Square.
Earl, what do you think of it? It took 30 years and it's back here now.
I'm only 30 seconds back. I've just made one round, and it brings back memories 30 years ago. I'm trying to assess to what extent the children may be seeing this as anything, because my granddaughter told me, what's the fuss? Then I saw toes have police.
But Earl, truthfully, the largest, the fastest growing job in St. Lucia is security. So
Yes.
you should be surprised if toes has security.
Yeah, but there's a difference between security and watchman.
And we are with us, Robbie. And interestingly enough, Robbie, there's a song that you did some years ago, talking about Assou Square, Manenu Bell, and so on. Now that it's come back here, does it look familiar to you?
Oh yes, and Bernard, and that brought back memories. After 30 years as a young boy growing up, I always knew going to church on the square, going by your godmother to get your $5. Trust me, I'm amazed by that. I love it.
So you're happy with the return?
I'm happy to return, and I hope that it stays right there. And the other thing, Lucy and the CTC Council have less money to spend, wherever they have to plant poles, get transformers, but everything is planted there. I think it's a good return.
What other benefits, what other advantages do you think there are to having it here?
Well, the other thing, a lot of the people patronizing here, they don't have to pay transport to go up VG. They're right in the city. The transport park right there, and they're right there. I love it there.
And also, of course, artists like yourself get a chance to expose yourself as well.
Of course, I was here Thursday morning, and I'm going to be back here tonight. I love it.
And the debate on the Assou Square relocation, I'm certain, will continue throughout the year. Stay with us. The news continues after the break.